Unlike Freddy's family diner, this place was wide open, no locked doors, no security, just an open invitation to disaster. Anyone could walk right in, and from the looks of it, half the city already had. People streamed through the doors in a constant flow, laughter and bright chatter echoing off the high ceilings. Most of them had no clue what was about to hit them. They were blissfully unaware, faces glowing in the neon lights, not even glancing over their shoulders as they pushed deeper into the crowd. All the while, Darkiplier just stood near the entrance, smiling that chilling, predatory grin that always seemed to suck the warmth out of the room. He let out a low, wicked laugh, one that seemed to vibrate beneath your skin, setting your nerves on edge. "Bingo!" he muttered, as if he'd just won something priceless. He scanned the bustling room and quickly spotted a kid lingering anxiously near the entrance, probably waiting for someone. With a smooth, calculated swagger, Darkiplier sauntered over, every movement oozing false friendliness.
"Hey kiddo, which way is the stage?"
he asked, his voice syrupy sweet, but with a dangerous undertone. The kid, maybe 8 or 9, shrank back, eyes wide as saucers, and just pointed a trembling finger down the hall without saying a word. Darkiplier leaned in closer, his smile stretching unnaturally wide, voice dropping to a whisper that cut through the noise.
"You can run now."
The kid didn't need a second warning. He tore off down the hall, sneakers squeaking against the polished floor, vanishing into the sea of people. Darkiplier watched him go for a moment, then turned his attention to the main atrium, where the crowd was packed shoulder to shoulder, everyone jostling for a better view of the stage. He paused, taking it all in, the laughter, the shouting, the endless energy and life. He couldn't help but feel more than a little pleased with himself.
"So many souls in one place,"
he whispered, the words curling out like smoke.
"It would be a shame if something happened to all of them."
His voice grew even lower, almost a growl, as if he was winding himself up, getting ready for the carnage to come. The truth was, Darkiplier was evil in a way that defied understanding, a cold, calculating malice that cared nothing for anyone, not even himself. He was unbound by morals, loyalty, or even self-preservation. If he ever answered to anyone, it was only as a means to his own ends, a stepping stone to greater chaos. He lifted his voice above the noise, dark eyes sweeping over the throng.
"Oh, Freddy, where are you?"
he called out, the words slicing through the chatter like a knife. Instantly, the mood shifted. People froze mid-step, conversations died, and a hush fell over the crowd. Some recognized the name with dread, others looked around in confusion. One little kid, no older than 5, took one look at Darkiplier and wet himself on the spot, face crumpling in terror. A drunk guy, maybe trying to lighten the mood or just too far gone to care, yelled out.
"He's just an animatronic, you drunk idiot."
His voice was half laugh, half taunt, but he had no idea what he just unleashed. Darkiplier's smile vanished in an instant, his eyes hardening into something cold and merciless. He turned to face the man, every movement deliberate and slow, and the guy's confidence evaporated.
"No, I was just kidding,"
he stammered, hands raised in a useless defense. But Darkiplier didn't care. He grabbed the man by the head, twisting it all the way around with a horrifying crunch, then yanked it clean off. The sound echoed, sickening and final. Screams erupted from the crowd, panic spreading like wildfire. A family huddled together, sobbing, clutching each other as chaos exploded around them. Darkiplier roared over the cacophony, voice booming and furious.
"Shut up! You'll get your turn."
He stomped toward the stage, eyes burning with anticipation, ready to take things to the next level. There on the stage, the glam rock animatronics stood assembled in the glare of the spotlights. Freddy Fazbear, Glamrock Chica, Roxanne Wolf, and Montgomery Gator. Freddy stepped forward, fists clenched, voice trembling with fury.
"How could you kill that person?"
he demanded, anger and disbelief mingling in his robotic tone. There was no more time for talking. The fight exploded in a blur of violence. Roxy lunged first, razor-sharp claws flashing in the lights. But Darkiplier just laughed, sidestepping easily. He had claws of his own, long, black, and wickedly sharp. He tore into her, shredding her synthetic flesh and metal chassis, ripped off her arms, and kept going, reducing her to a pile of sparking debris and twisted metal. The crowd watched in horror as one of their beloved animatronics was obliterated in seconds. Somewhere nearby, a little girl started screaming, inconsolable. Roxy had been her favorite. Darkiplier's eyes flicked to her, his face twisting with annoyance. Without hesitation, he raised a hand and blasted her head off with a burst of shadowy energy. Her parents collapsed next to her, racked with sobs, their world shattered in an instant.
You monster. She was just a kid.
Freddy roared, his voice nearly breaking. Darkiplier just shrugged, utterly indifferent.
Yeah, but I have souls to collect.
Chica and Monty charged him together, desperate and furious. But he caught them both mid-leap and smashed their heads together like ragdolls. Sparks flew as he hammered them repeatedly against the ground, stomping, jumping, and kicking until nothing remained but broken, twitching parts and a pool of oil. Freddy staggered back, horror etched into his metallic face as he called out for his friends. But then, from deep within, he summoned a burst of courage and rage, charging at Darkiplier with everything he had. Darkiplier just laughed, caught him mid-run, and set Freddy ablaze with a wave of his hand. The flames twisted and danced up Freddy's body, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. Some people swore they heard the fire itself laughing, echoing Darkiplier's madness. With a wicked, satisfied grin, Darkiplier turned to the remaining crowd.
Alright, now it's your turn.
He snapped his fingers, and in an instant, the entire building detonated in a colossal explosion. Walls caved in, glass shattered, and everyone inside was wiped out in a blinding flash of light and heat. When the smoke finally cleared, Darkiplier stepped out of the smoldering ruins, still laughing that horrible, echoing laugh that seemed to linger in the air even after he stopped. His skin was scorched and battered, but he didn't care. All he needed now were a few more souls to complete his plan. Something ancient and unspeakably terrifying, a demon so powerful it could erase the world itself. And as he looked out over the burning city, he knew with certainty, he was only just getting started.